So this is one of my not a fish peppers, and I have already marked the label, or labeled the leaf here with today's date, and the pollen donor. It's going to be Poblano again for the 2nd of February 2023, but I'll keep pulling these off. I'll rub that in my fingers. No pollens, we're good. There we go, that one's emasculated. And all emasculation means is I'm pulling off the anthers and the flower parts. So the insects, if there were any, if this was outdoors, it would be more important, but the insects will not be attracted to the flower. This is actually isolated since it's in a greenhouse with no pollinators. But also the fact that we're pulling off the anthers and the petals is another form of isolation. And we have successfully emasculated that one. I'll take my Poblano flower, pull a few petals off of that, and I'll go ahead and start to pollinate that sucker. It's another Backcross, but a parental generation while I'm on it is the actual parents used in the cross. So this variegated plant here would be one parental generation, and the Poblano would be another parental generation. But the true parental generations are the actual parent plants. That's the Poblano that's recurring in that more than once, which makes it a Backcross. We do a Backcross when we try to solidify the traits from the recurring parent, or make that recurring parent more prominent in the phenotypes that we get. And this genotype, which is homozygous for variegation, just means it's got two recessive genes for variegation, which makes the variegation pop out, will then be heterozygous for variegation in the next batch of seedlings. And some of those seedlings may or may not express variegation. If they do, we know the cross was successful right there. If not, we don't necessarily know 100%, even though we're pretty darn sure. But you can tell that some of these crosses to Poblano I've already taken. I make multiple crosses. You can see the Poblano shape expressing itself a little bit in these, but we're also working on the flavors of Poblano, jalapenos. It's all mixed into this, and in a few generations we will continue to improve every generation and make more and more flavorful, more and more productive. I mean, every selection should be selecting for traits that we like. And that concludes basically what I wanted to talk to you about. And it's the 2nd of February 2023 again.